Welcome back to the channel, gang. Do me a favor and hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share. Today we have a ministry watch group who kept an eye on a church leader who's arrested for forcing some of the church members into labor scheme. Now, without further ado, let's dive off into the video and see what they've uncovered on this pastor, y'all. Let's get it.
All right, so
Not
what is
really.
this residential center?
Oh, this is a place that the ministry owns. Well, not own. We're in the process of buying that. Yeah, we don't
So are
own it
you
yet.
renting to buy or are you?
Yeah, we're leasing to buy.
You have that as an asset of 2,844,500. So do you own it?
I just answered that, didn't I? I said we didn't own it.
Okay,
We're
but
leasing to
where
buy
does
it.
I'm sorry?
We're leasing to buy it. Did you? I thought we just said that.
All right, but
Yeah.
you have listed it as an asset worth $2,844,000.
Oh, that should be more of a liability.
All right, so where does the number 2,844,000 come from on your
That's the
asset and liability?
That's, I guess, the appraisal value of the home or the residential center. Yeah.
Is it a home?
No, it's a residential center. We use it.
All right, so you're saying it's not something you own, but you have it listed as an asset of $2.8 million.
That's probably a mistake. Like I say, it probably should be a liability.
Okay, and what goes on at the residential center?
It is really it's a gathering place for our ministry where I bring in different leaders and also the staff that we have as a place of maybe resort and teaching and training.
Resort?
Yeah, teaching. A resort where we teach and train.
On November 29th, 2013, JMMI paid over $6,000 to Louis Vuitton.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What would that be for?
Well, this is for clothes concerning my TV ministry as well.
So you have to wear Louis Vuitton.
Oh, it don't matter what name it is. The point is clothing are allocated to us for ministry purposes as well.
What do you mean they're allocated to you?
In a media ministry.
In a what?
Media ministry.
Yeah.
Okay, or on the road when I'm always traveling and using my clothes, I'm sweating through them. So I'm needing new clothes also for television ministry through the years. So
you use ministry money to buy your wardrobe.
Outfit. It's allocated more towards ministry apparel.
Does that go into what your income is?
I'm sorry.
Do you show that in your income that you got Louis Vuitton clothing?
No, that's not. That
doesn't show
because it don't go there.
It don't go there.
Mm-mm,
I don't know what that means.
It don't belong there. That's out of place.
What's out of place?
You don't get taxed on things like that. That's for ministry business purpose. So it's not
Louis Vuitton.
Well, you can call whatever you want.
So June 2014, you spent $3,500 by JMMI to Versace in the Bahamas.
Mhm.
Yes?
I'm sure that's right. If it shows there.
And that was for closing for you?
Yes, probably. Yes, most likely.
So you don't see that there's any problem when you're ministering to the poor, the sick, the needy, to be appearing in Louis Vuitton and Versace?
Well, that ain't something I purchase all the time.
No, it looks like you did several times. And
I'm a very frugal person when it comes to this. I go to the right places to get a lot of suits, and if I get some from those places, you don't see that.
I don't see Macy's.
No, you don't see that. Because Macy's don't have the kind of suits that I wear. But what I'm saying is, this these Louis Vuitton things. You don't see that in our charges all the time.
2013 and 14, you spent over, GMMI spent over $30,000 in your clothes. Does that sound about right?
What year was that?
13 and 14?
Oh God, yes, because I was traveling so much and sweating through all my clothes. Exactly. That probably wasn't enough because just have so.
But they have to be top of the line expensive ones.
No, they're not top of the line clothes.
Louis
actually.
Vuitton's not top of the line?
Those not where I get my suits from.
Well, you got something
The-
from them for
yeah.
spent thousands and thousands.
Well, the belts are more lasting, so that's good.
Come on, you're buying belts for $5,000.
No, I mean
Okay.
multiple belts, not
August 2014, you went to the Gucci store in Troy and purchased something.
Yeah.
What
Like
would
I
that
say,
be?
it probably was a belt or maybe shoes. I don't
Belt
know.
or shoes?
But I don't usually buy my suits from these very expensive places. I just get the things that I invest in will last longer, like such as belts.
So you got to go
or
to
shoes.
Gucci or places like that.
Well, no, I buy those things from there because they have a better TV appearance for the belt.
For
and
asking for money
shoe.
from the poor.
No, it's
You paid $1,000 to Monsieur Clothing in New York, and then another $715. Whose clothing was that for?
where's that now? I don't understand.
August 1st, October 28th. Total of over $1,700 to Monsieur Clothing in New York.
I don't know about that.
All right, you testified at your last deposition that JMMI owns 3 vehicles, a BMW, a Mercedes, and a Bentley.
Yes.
Have you driven those cars?
Yes.
Is Michelle?
No. We usually have a driver.
The 3 cars that we've talked about, in whose name are the titles?
Then the ministry name.
They're all in JMMI.
I think everything except the Bentley.
Whose name is the Bentley in?
It's in DeWin McDeal.
I have a question, just from a, you minister the poor and the sick and all that. Isn't it a little offensive to be driving around in a Bentley and a Mercedes to people that really, are impoverished and sick and ill and AIDS and drug rehab? Isn't it a little offensive to sort of being show placing what you have?
Well, dear one, I don't show place to people, and I'm not
Well,
in
Bentley,
that car. You don't see me driving around that car every day. I don't do that.
but it's in
you
the
know.
ministry. Everybody
No.
in the ministry sees you. You said you drive it.
I haven't before. You just asked me have I drove it, but it ain't something I drive every day or even every year. I don't do that. I have drivers who pick up my guests, my high profile guests. No,
But do you see my point that people that are suffering and giving you whatever their last dime is and
Mhm.
in donations and drug habits, to have them see you drive around your high profile guests in a Bentley or Mercedes might be offensive and hurtful even.
It could be offensive if they didn't know my life, but they know
Oh.
my life. It would be offensive to someone like you who's trying to make it bad, but
So it's
'cause your
important you have a
attitude,
Bentley.
it ain't really important. That don't make me.
Then you also have,
Man. Boy, I tell you, this guy got a long rap sheet right here, y'all. I'm gonna bring y'all up to date too here in a minute and show y'all here today what's going on with the latest news on this preacher and they church because they recently been busted. This video is just a few years old, I believe, but they had, busted them back then, but the case is final now. So I'm gonna bring y'all up to date here in just a second, man. Y'all stay tuned. Hit that like button.
Mhm.
you have to answer yes.
Yes.
Okay. What was that for?
That was to cut the Mercedes into a limo.
It was to cut the Mercedes.
Into a limo.
And who needs that?
No, that's for guests.
It's for guests and for you
It's mostly
when
for
you're
guests.
entertaining guests?
Yes.
When you're entertaining.
Well, I'm not. But when we have guests come in, high profile people, we
Mhm.
we
You have to have
treat
a
them
limo.
that way. Don't have to have a limo, but
In a
We-
Mercedes limo.
We treat them.
You treat them?
I said that we have hospitality. Maybe that's a better word.
Okay, then,
And this is not the first one the ministry has had. We
Oh,
had
not the
another
first.
Mercedes limousine. Yes, right. So
so you paid Limo Land almost $50,000 total.
almost 50,000
And that was
To cut
for what? To make a limo.
to cut the Mercedes into a limo.
And
And
you
it
think
became-
that was a good use of the money that people donated to you in JMMI?
Well, I mean, the banks certainly have looked at that on our books as good because it has an appraisal value of almost 200K, a little over 150,000.
So, but you got this from donations and you decided to use it to make a limo.
We really invested really good. The
No,
banks.
I'm
really
just
think
asking
that.
if that's what you did.
No, not the way you're saying it. It's you're fortifying, forging
I'm forging?
with your mouth. Yeah.
Just the question is,
Okay.
did you use the money for the purpose?
No.
The answer is yes.
So
In June of 2013, there's over $6,000 worth of charges for the Disney Resort Hotel in Anaheim, California. Do you remember that?
yes,
And did you go?
yes, I was there.
Does JMMI pay any of your auto expenses?
Yes.
And how much?
Auto expenses. I wouldn't know exactly how much.
You don't know how much you get?
No.
Who
The
would
board
know?
takes care of that.
Who's the board?
You can ask Michelle. She's another person you refer to.
What about your housing? Does JMMI pay any of that?
Yes.
You get a housing allowance?
Yes.
And how much is that?
I'm not sure.
And do you report these allowances as compensation on your tax return?
Honestly, I don't know how all that work. I have other people who do that, so you can refer to Michelle on that.
Michelle does your taxes?
No, I have other people do it, but she's over a lot of that, the financial aspect.
When you say it's up to the board, now the board includes Michelle,
Yes.
you,
Yes.
and who else?
I'm not sure. You can ask Michelle.
You don't know who's on the board?
Totally. I would rather you get the accurate information because I don't want to be accused of answering falsely like I have been other times when I've tried to guess. So I just rather I'm telling you I don't know. Just ask her.
How
She'll
many
let you know.
people are on the board?
Don't know. Just
You don't know?
No.
Don't you have to have board meetings?
Yes, we do have board meetings.
So can you count around the table how many people there are?
Well, our board also grows at the same time. So I just rather you just get that information somewhere.
The last time you had a board meeting was when?
So on the phone, I think it's been the beginning of the year in January. Can't exactly tell the date, but
It was on the phone.
yeah. I have never been to court for no criminal charges.
Did you ever
I
hire
understand.
pardon me?
Go on.
Did you ever hire an attorney to represent you in any criminal defense manner?
Yes, I have. And that was the only thing I could think of in 13 is me, when I disciplined my child, and that was the only thing. So I don't know anything other than that.
And tell me about that one. Was that in St. Louis?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And which child was that?
That was last year, I think, or the year before last, if I'm not 13. So,
Which child?
Destiny.
Your 18-year-old daughter.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And was this done through Children's Protective Services?
I think so. Yeah.
And what were the allegations?
Well, that I had disciplined her because she skipped class 20 times, and they felt my discipline measure of using a belt was abusive.
All right, so you used a belt in disciplining Destiny?
I don't know if I can speak on that. Can I speak on this? Because my lawyers told me all the time.
Then, not knowing the status of those proceedings.
Is it resolved? Is it all done?
I'm going to object to
Well, let me just ask if it's what the status is.
I don't know.
All right, I'm not asking you to say what you did. I'm just asking if the allegations were that you disciplined your daughter with a belt and caused,
Okay.
just allegations.
You may ask, but I'm opposed to constitutional protection on that.
What's the constitutional? I'm not asking him to say what he did or didn't do.
Anything that might lead to or otherwise might considered to be incriminating, I think he's got a right to certificate.
I think he can tell me what the allegations are. That is not privileged Fifth Amendment or otherwise.
It is, because if he doesn't know, he's speculating, and I'm going to assert
Well, he's
the
not
privilege.
saying that.
I don't
I'm going to
know.
assert the privilege. It's absolute. Someone wants to take it. I don't know. I don't know who the lawyer is. He doesn't seem to know the condition of the matter. So to avoid any kind of drift, and I think maybe you might be concerned about it as well.
Well, is this, let me ask you, did this rise to the level of court intervention by the local court in St. Louis that does,
Don't speculate if you don't
Well,
know.
I
please don't
know.
testify for him.
But I don't know.
Did you go to court on it?
What court?
Any court? Did you ever go to any court about these allegations that you disciplined Destiny physically? The belt. You don't see. I don't see Macy's.
No, you don't see that, because Macy's don't have the kind of suits that I wear.
And so y'all know I'm dressed down in my sweats and everything today. Yes, this is a Ferrari hat. And, I saw it when we were in the Ferrari store. You have annuities, you have stocks, you have collectibles, valuables, gold, silver. Some of you have land. Some of you got oil wells. You may have 20 oil wells, and God said, give the ministry 5 of them. You don't have to just give in money. You need to give in possessions. Don't persecute me if you don't have it. All of these people who's persecuting me said I'm a warlock and I'm teaching false doctrine are liars.
A few moments later.
Also breaking at noon, 2 pastors now facing federal charges in a $50 million labor and money laundering scandal linked to a Houston ministry.
Religion is supposed to save souls, not bankroll real estate empires. But this one dude right here used prayer calls, fake miracles, and Jesus told me threats to build a $50 million scam machine. David E. Taylor is not a fringe preacher. He is a CEO of a cult. And now he is finally caught. And I hope he goes to prison. And I hope all those properties are taken from him. Let's break down how a so-called apostle ran a nationwide operation that looked less like a ministry and more like an organized crime syndicate. Let's get into it.
And tonight we are learning more about the nationwide FBI raids, including here in Central Florida, involving leaders of a church that appeared on televisions across the world. Good evening. I'm Greg Warman.
And I'm Martha Sigalski. Federal prosecutors say the leaders of the Kingdom of God Global Church used abuse tactics under the guise of religion to rake in millions of dollars. Channel 9's Nick Pampantonis was in Ocala today as FBI agents scoured just one of the many properties owned by the church.
There's more excitement around here than we've had since the wild pig.
Joseph Hildner said 5 loud booms woke this Ocala community Wednesday morning. A dozen FBI cars descending on this $2.6 million home. They did the same in North Carolina, Tampa, and 5 other properties across the U.S., arresting this man, David Taylor, the so-called apostle of the...
The so-called apostle. David Taylor. I haven't seen him in a while. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of old clips. That deposition that's on YouTube was spectacular. Total fail.
2013 and 14, you spent over, GMMI spent over $30,000 in your clothes. Does that sound about right?
What year was that?
13 and 14?
Oh, God, yes, because I was traveling so much and sweating through all my clothes. Exactly. That probably wasn't enough because just have so.
But they have to be top of the line, expensive ones.
No, they're not top of the line clothes.
Louis Vuitton's not.
Those not where I get my suits from.
Well, you got something from them for spent thousands and thousands.
Well, the belts are more lasting, so that's good.
Come on, you're buying belts for $5,000?
No, I mean multiple belts.
This guy is the OG scammer, using the Lord as a way to obtain ridiculous amounts of wealth, power, influence. You see right there, very interesting. The top of his head has the color, but looks like he is getting gray. He is getting older, obviously. But is this a surprise? Many people have used Christianity. I would say not even just Christianity. Many people have been using religion as a way to con people, to grift. And this is the OG grifter. I thought he was done, but I guess he was still out there making that money, and things apparently just keep getting worse for him and the people that he took advantage of.
Kingdom of God Global Church.
Always restore to us the joy of your salvation.
This video post.
What?